Me like. Yeah, people, welcome back to another epic live from the TV. No, people, anywhere you're there in Jamaica, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Yeah, man. Mm. No, people, over the past years, we have been hearing problem with the JCF. Yes, we have been hearing problem with the JCF. We have been hearing problem about extrajudicial killing by members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. And, sometimes we have to ask ourselves if this is what the Jamaican people is paying their tax dollars for. But every day it gets deeper and deeper and deeper. I remember years ago there were a problem with Jamaica Defense Force in relationship to the operation and the the persons and personnel in charge of the Jamaica Defense Force, them fix it. Members of the Jamaica Defense Force was going around communities and doing all form of hostilities to the member of the public. And I remember when the, the Jamaica Defense Force was put to the task when it was asked if there were other people out there using the same uniform as the Jamaica Defense Force. Because many times when the Jamaica citizens complain about member of the Jamaica Defense Force manhandling people public places, you'll hear all form of, you know, Lula Le say, I'm a soldier, a man dress up like soldier, and then sometime the fatigue or the uniform of the Jamaica Defense Force, was put to question. And we were, as public, get to understand that every member of the Jamaica Defense Force is responsible for their uniform. Yes. Um, from there on, the public has learned that the even the the weapon that is given to the members of the um, JDF, they were responsible to keep that weapon there within their clutches. And then we hear a soldier attack say them have to hug up them gun like them girl. Yeah man. when soldiers have been issued uniform, every soldier responsible for their uniform, every soldier responsible for the boot that them wear, all accoutrement that was given to that soldier was the responsibility of that soldier. So if a soldier went in the public and in any tussling at all, that soldier get involving with any member of the public, it is the uniform that that soldier was given was his only proof of not being the one that was involved in whatever the atrocity was. And so the public has come to trust the army. Yes. So right now, we have seen where over the past 10 years or so, the army, the Jamaica Defense Force, has adopted a certain type of uniform. Yes, the coloration of the Jamaica Defense Force uniform is a no question to the Jamaican people. Yes, you cannot go into no haberdashery or places where fabric is sold and get a piece of the colored uniform that the Jamaica Defense Force done right now. One time camouflage, camouflage was the dressing for the everyday rude boy upon the street. And so it was not a standard that the Jamaica Defense Force was able to keep in check. So the Jamaica Defense Force reorganized all uniform, all accoutrement, everything that the Jamaica Defense Force uses when them go on the street is authentic, only being used by members of the Jamaica Defense Force. You cannot go in no stores where sell fabric and get a piece of the cloth or any piece of stuff that is used by the Jamaica Defense Force. And so the Jamaican people have able to trust the Jamaica Defense Force. What about our police? What about our police? What about our men and women of the Jamaica Constabulary Force? Is it a slap in the Jamaican people's face for any member of the public to get hold of any piece of cloth. I want to call it uniform. Any piece of cloth and build something looking like a uniform resembling that of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. And over the years, we have been hearing of the many atrocities that the Jamaican public have to undergo when rude boys, yes, we call them rude boys, out in the street decide to plunder and take the life of the Jamaican people dressed like police, and nothing have been able to come to some agreement by the government of the country make the Jamaica Constabulary Force uniform authentic and make it a criminal offense if even them see a little boy or a baby dressed like police in certain pieces of uniform being worn at the time by the Jamaica Constabulary Force. What can go so? So people, I want you to listen this report, and I want you to ask yourself, why are we having certain radio stations and TV stations being the main outlet of the garbage that they divulge to the Jamaican people, not holding the government of the day for the responsible or the responsibility of the many lives that are snuffed out by people of unscrupulous character. Now, this is an atrocity that is being thrown on the Jamaican people almost every year. We get reports like these in the Jamaican space, and people, something must come to an agreement that the Jamaica Constabulary Force uniform should be authentic, just as the just as the Jamaica Defense Force. Listen to this. That was taking place over the weekend while many Jamaicans were there enjoying themselves at a function. Listen.
Thanks for joining us for CVM News at noon. It's Monday, October 6, 2025. I'm Amoy Harriet. Thanks for joining us. We begin with an update on last night's tragedy in Commodore Linstead, St. Catherine. A 4-year-old girl is among 5 people killed in a mass murder at a yard in the rural district. The deceased have been identified as 4-year-old Shannon Gordon, 42-year-old Mario Sullivan, Jashane Waters, 39 Aisha Washington, and 22-year-old Famous Amos. 9 people were shot in total. Now, police say 6 men heavily armed with MC
People, I must tell you, this report is courtesy of CVM TV. Now listen, please.
16s entered the yard and yelled, "Police!" No one moved. Then the men started spraying bullets, killing 5, wounding 4 others. CBM's Giovanni Dennis was on location.
No, it's people, I want to know to listen to the report that Giovanni Dennis was given to the Jamaican public. Giovanni Dennis a scope around the main aspect that reporters must do. Giovanni Dennis is not trying to hold the government of the day responsible for what is going on. That listen to Giovanni Dennis, how he's scoping around, just saying that gunmen enter the yard shouting police and leave out the part where the police so-called dressed gunmen were dressed in police fatigue, all dressed in police ballistic vests, and Giovanni Dennis is not calling out the government to it. But listen carefully.
Minutes to 3 o'clock here in Commodore District, Linstead, St. Catherine.
This is
It's
the
a very
voice
misty morning,
of Giovanni
difficult to
Dennis
see,
reporting.
almost as difficult to grasp. The story of what happened here mere hours ago. Now we understand that shortly before 9 o'clock, a group of heavily armed men with M16 rifles, made their way into the yard that's just a stone's throw behind me. Now if you can look carefully, it's right where that fluorescent light is, and you can still see crime scene investigators processing the scene. Now the men yelled police and shot 9 people. 5 of them died. Among the dead, a 4-year-old girl and a woman. The other 3 victims were
People, also when I talk about Giovanni Dennis is skating around, that the men were dressed in police fatigue. That is what I am trying to put across. People of Jamaica, we need reporter with integrity. We need reporter who is willing to hold the authority responsible. These atrocities happen almost every year, and up to now, the Jamaica Constabulary Force is not wearing an authentic uniform. Them a try, but people still get the uniform them for wear for do all type of shenanigans. Listen, listen to Giovanni Dennis skating around the fact of the police not not able to go out there face the public with authentic uniform. That's when time John the public, yes, John the public, see man step up. When man step up, Man have no time for look if police in a uniform and police have a ballistic vest and booger crepe. People have no time for look if police have an ballistic vest and water boat. People have no time for look if police have a ballistic vest and Nike sneakers. People have no time for look if police have an police vest and then barefoot. People just hear the word police and see the uniform. Yes, listen.
Then, now of the 4 injured persons, 2 of them we understand are in critical condition. Now, CVM News spoke with head of the Area 5 Police, Assistant Commissioner of Police, Christopher Phillips. Well, the men pounced on them and said that they're police officers, but we know otherwise. That's not the kind of operations of the police force. And when that happened, have you had any reports from residents in terms of what their immediate reaction was when the men came and said police? I believe that's what contributed to so many persons being shot because they, were very much obedient, because they felt that they were police officers. One person reported that the men were dressed in vests, looking like what the police were.
People.
In the meantime, CVM News also spoke with an eyewitness.
People, I want to send special respect to this SSP, Christopher Phillips. Yes, Mr. Phillips, Inspector Phillips, I am holding you in high regards because I see that you did not skate around the matter while Giovanni Dennis was being very skeptic of how he reported as a member of the police force. Mr. Phillips, I must hold you at high regards because you did say what the Jamaican people is expect of a police as high rank as you, Inspector Phillips. You were not telling the Jamaican people that the men were just shouting police. You went as far and tell the public that maybe the reason why the people did not scamper or try to take cover is because the men were in police uniform. So I must tell Mr. Christopher Phillips, thank you, sir. Respect, sir. You are not skating around the fact of telling the public that the men was wearing police uniform.
Was a relative of 3 of the victims, including the 4-year-old killed in the mass murder.
And then come down and say police. And because I'm in the police clothes, everybody thought was police. The truth. And them trying to go at me. And I say, Lord Jesus Christ. And then take back the gun off of me. And after the shooting.
What happened after that?
After the shooting, and start shoot, so as the police, the find out say, I'm a police. I would not be police. You understand? Because they say, I'm like police, I'm gonna shoot up people. Because them always come there when them come. When the police them come, them always run out and say, police. And people that surrender and support. So everybody surrender.
What was it like witnessing that? Because they said police and they turned it away from you.
Yes, and I go inside of the shop because the baby was beside me. And I take the baby and go inside the shop and lie down on my belly with my baby and me, my daughter, and I start prayer. Then God to cover with.
Now, our reporter Akeem Ored is currently on location in Commodore as a heavy detachment of law enforcement is now in the area. Akeem?
People, you see things like these, people I feel change them voice. The way how Jamaica is like now today. And I am asking the government, please, these these things that are happening, people just put on some piece of cloth to look like police should not be happening in a country like Jamaica where money is being wasted. Government people have money and do all type of thing and getting the Jamaica Constabulary Force to deck out in authentic fatigue. Them fi stop wear uniform now. The police should have wear fatigue by now. Police not supposed to just running a people yard and say police. All of them things they for cut out, you know. But these are the things that is being thrown on the Jamaican people. Where police just running a people place and just just identify themselves certain way and people cannot move. People internationally, police not just running upon people so and shout out police. Police should adapt the international standard of policing. Time now for Jamaica to adapt the international style of policing where uniform that people cannot copy or people cannot get to buy online. Anybody who the force catch producing, selling, or even bringing in any form of fatigue resembling those that are worn by the Jamaican state, it should be a criminal act. It should be a criminal act. Now of lately I've been seeing people people just jump up and all keep uniform party. Yes, you have people keep uniform party, you know. And when you look, people dress up like police. Yes, people dress like police at uniform party. What can go so? Oh, an ordinary citizen must dress like a police at a party. What can go so? It is time now that the Jamaican people start get the amount that their tax paying dollars are supposed to give them. Sooner or later we'll be hearing Jamaica turning first world country. It is just around the corner, you know. Most of the things happening now to Jamaica is a first world standard. It's only the government must do the things that enable us to be first world, better hospital treatment, better water service, better telecommunication service, and better education. And Jamaica would be at first world. But we need a first world police force. We need a first world police force. We cannot have a first world police force where people can just get some police uniform and just tell themselves that them can pounce upon some people and expect them to surrender them 3 points and the shout of police. What can go so? What can go so?
All right, it appears that we're having some technical challenges
people,
there. We'll try to get in touch with Akeem in a short while. Now, in other news, the 7
people must learn to know say policing is not really a easy job. But right you know, we, we, we have to give thanks for where the police them are do right you know. We have to give thanks. Some people would have said the police now do a good job, but when 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 you look in some community, you can see the changes. You can see the changes. Put your political bias one side. You can see the changes. Now you have some community, you know, where one time you're not even used to see certain bird pitching at them community there. Me personally, not even did know say, you know the bird them were pick ticks off like dog and cow and other animal, them call them garland. Me never know say me would have say garland in a my community, a pitch. Me uno know say me would have say garland in a my community, a pitch and a walk up and down, a pick off ticks off a dog. Me dream. Ah, and I one day find out me dream me there. See garland. See a certain bird a pitch on the ground in a my community. Me see a parrot, wild parrot, a land in a my community. I make nice. Me mean in a Kingston, yeah, you know. No feel say a country me live. In a Kingston, yeah. Yeah, so. Yeah, so. Where the clappers them used to bust every night. Every night the clappers them just a bust and can't tap. Clappers are bust from every corner, from crevice to corner, and people are drop like fly. In a my community now, me see parakeet, parakeet bird, I make noise on my head a morning time. Pigeon, 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 all a shit in my head when me all a walk in my community. Pigeon. When me look, when me look, wild pigeon all a make nest in a tree in front of me. Me can't believe them thing there. You know, say me have some mongoose in a my community in a Kingston. Where mongoose a go? Where mongoose a go? Tell me where mongoose a go in a my community. My community just have pure pampas, dashway, pure tin mackerel tin, pure pure um all paper, all paper. The only animal me used to in a my community a dog a bark. And sometime me hear a one crow a make noise in the ear. Or me may hear a cock crowing in the morning. But right you now, every breed of animal I run through my community now. I give all the push them competition on the ground. Rat have competition on the ground in my community now. Mangoes. I don't know, I don't know country place me there now. I right in a Kingston yeah, where the gun back. So right now me I tell you say the police them nah go on bad. The police them nah go on bad. Them just have to just clean up them act. Just clean up on the act, man. Come above board. And the government have a part to play in a this thing here to make the police force be a force to reckon with. People supposed to get locked up when you see them in any farm a police fatigue. Any farm right now. Any farm. If you see a man in a even a shorts with a red seam, lock him up. Lock him up. People laugh off of me when me say red seam. Cause red seam out of fashion. Red seam out of fashion. And the blue denim I wear. And that a cause the problem. A man can just get a set of blue denim from him police friend. But the government need to change the uniform structure and the uniform color and the uniform material just like where the soldier them do, the army do, to get a better and a respected police force that people don't have to think twice if it's police. From you see the uniform, just like if you see a soldier, from you look on the uniform, you know if that soldier there a good soldier. And when me mean good, me mean say good authentic soldier. And a soldier from no rude boy camp. Good authentic soldier. And that we get used to in a Jamaica now. So we want to get used to good authentic police uniform. Why 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 the inspector uniform is so highly respected? Why the police uniform, what the inspector wear is so respected? That's as a member of the public say a inspector uniform, him hold that uniform of high regard. As when him look at the inspector uniform, him say is a uniform of respect. Him no see no bad boy a walk out a street dressed like inspector. But then, what about the police will come face to face with the public every day? What about the public will come face to face with the police every day? Should I open my door when I hear knock, knock, knock on my door? I'ma ask who that? I'ma hear police. No! Me not open my door. Me not open my door. Because in the US, England, and other part of the world, when police go to people door and try to lick it down, people then at them house and now make them come in and them do outside and attack to the people them and them tell them if them not open up by X amount of time, them have a ram, them have a send for the rammer and ram it down. But them give you time. No, them police are now are going bad because me here say police go a man yard and them go a man yard now have no farm a warrant and them go there with cutter and when time man no open them door knock 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 2 o'clock 3 o'clock at night them just turn on cut off man grill and going pan them and the rest of the story you sip on TV. Mother a ball, father a ball, girlfriend a ball. Everybody a say murder, murder. Them thing they fi stop. We need them thing they fi stop. We need police fi, fi identify themselves in a Jamaica. We not asking for nothing more. We can't run gun away. We there in the house. Just identify yourself properly. If me in my house and you go say police, and me say, oh me I go know. You don't expect me to pull my door for no. Push your badge under my door. Push your badge under my door. Every police for have a badge for display in front of the public. Each time that is all we supposed to get a police force of the highest standard. When a police come in to the area where the public is, police must have them tag pan them clothes or them have them badge. See if a person say, who are you, sir? And you say, corporal so and so, and you take out your badge and you hold it for 5 seconds, and the person look at it and say, so and so and so, and you act within the frame of the law. But if a police just see me and my friend them, I keep a party and just run in and police, ray, everybody on the ground. No, it's a recipe for disaster that it not supposed to go so. It not supposed because if you listen them people here, you know, if you listen the people them are say, the people them are say to all the police them dress are sorry to all the bad man them dress. You only believe say is not police. I'm going to touch a next point, and it can be a very sore point, and the public need to listen. the public need to listen. This one here, the police them need to listen. This one, I go say no, because this is the part where it is very heart-rending, and so we not we not working for people. We work for ourselves on YouTube. We are able to 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 say things that we believe all 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 us as YouTuber to I regard. No, people must understand say I must and I must and I must put this out there that not every police is like that. Remember, I must put it out there right now that not every police is like that. No, this is the thing that I'm going to mention now. When a police and somebody have difference in the street, you know, say have some police where mix up in a bad boy thing. Yeah, man, you have enough police out there mix up in a bad boy thing. Them a work with other sources away from the JCF. And if them know say a person where them in a some conflict with, I go there at a party. You know say some of them no business, how much CO double. Yeah man. Them no business how much CO double go down. And when me say CO double, me mean casualty of war. Them just want that one person there. Yeah, man, you have some police where out there I work with with Batman. And when time them know say somebody where them want the somewhere, even at a party, them a go feed and them no business how much cow go down. Yeah, man. Cow, CO double. Casualty of war, CO double. CO double. Casualty of war. Them not care how much cow go down. Them just want to make sure say the enemy them catch, and when the news read, them hear say a him and 10 person when I have nothing to do with what them have. That is all you have some of them steal. Police mix up out there, bad man thing, and use the police force to carry out vendetta. You have police out there will use the police force to carry out vendetta because them involved with other sources out there. It 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 not good for the public. That's why we need to know say the uniform where police are wear become authentic. Recall all police uniform. The government can do it with the snap of them finger, you know. The money is there. The money is there, but the willpower The willpower is not there politically. Politically, the willpower is not there, but the money is there. The money dead. The money dead just the snap of a finger. The money is there. Just the snap of a finger. The money is there. Believe it or not. The money is there. But them just don't care. Them don't care about people life. In a Jamaica, we have to wonder if Black Lives Matter in a Jamaica. When we hear things like this take place, say police, so-called men dressed like police, just go invade a little party or some function, and as little baby pick up can, lose them 3 pint. We see say the willpower is not there. The willpower is not there. It is not there. We need people who willing to take the bull by the scuff of the hand and deal with it when it come on to reorganizing the police force. But people, not gonna make gonna hear what take place again. I wanna just re-listen what take place and see if I'm not joking this. Joking. Joking.
Thanks for joining us for CBM News Afternoon, Monday, October 6, 2025. I'm Amoy Harriet. Thanks for joining us. We begin with an update on last night's tragedy in Commodore, Linstead, St. Catherine. A 4-year-old girl is among 5 people killed in a mass murder at a yard in the rural district. The deceased have been identified as 4-year-old Shannon Gordon, 42-year-old Mario Sullivan, Waters, 39-year-old Aisha Washington, and 22-year-old Famous Amos. 9 people were shot in total. Now, police say 6 men, heavily armed with M16s, entered the yard and yelled, "Police!" No one moved. Then the men started spraying bullets, killing 5 and wounding 4 others. CBM's Giovanni Dennis was on location.
Now it's minutes to 3 o'clock here in Commodore District, Linstead, St. Catherine. It's a very misty morning, difficult to see, almost as difficult to grasp. The story of what happened here mere hours ago. Now we understand that shortly before 9 o'clock, a group of heavily armed men with M16 rifles, made their way into the yard at just a stone's throw behind me. Now if you can look carefully, it's right where that fluorescent light is, and you can still see crime scene investigators processing the scene. Now the men yelled police and shot 9 people. 5 of them died. Among the dead, a 4-year-old girl and a woman. The other 3 victims were men. Now of the 4 injured persons, 2 of them we understand are in critical condition. Now CVM News spoke with the head of the Area 5 Police, Assistant Commissioner of Police, Christopher Phillips.
Well, the men pounced on them and said that they're police officers, but we know otherwise. That's not the kind of operations of the police force.
And when that happened, have you had any reports from residents in terms of what their immediate reaction was when the men came and said police?
I believe that's what contributed to so many persons being shot because they, were very much obedient, because they felt that they were police officers. One person reported that the men were dressed in vests, looking like what the police were.
In the meantime, CVM News also spoke with an eyewitness who's a relative of three of the victims, including the 4-year-old killed in the mass murder.
When they come down, he says, police. And because I'm in the police.
People, you see me still, me kind of not really love how police anger them business still, you know? Because if police know say if police know say people they somewhere I keep party, even if them not get a permit and them know say people gather there. No, me no want to have it wrong, you know. Me no want to have it wrong. But me I say, right, me I say, although sometimes people try to hide them event from police, even if the people them no get permit, somebody must know out of the police force somebody somebody have an event. Even a little one police vehicle can go and sit in, pass through, and make sure say everything, Chris, circle the place, yeah man, circle the place, yeah man, circle the place, circle the place, circle the place, see me? But people, people, I, I, I hear on the spot media describe the scene, and to me, me not really, me not really love the description at all. Sometime, you know, sometime people can report things will happen, right? Some, some, sometime people,
The diaspora, so
people,
please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we're going in a Jamaica. So watch your snow.
So on the spot, I got describe how him feel about the whole event, and I want to listen, right? Because sometimes people just make things sound sensational. But listen,
Peeps in the morning here, tragedy struck again. And this time it's in a way that I would definitely describe as domestic terrorism.
yeah,
Some call it mass murder, but I call it that because it is exactly what I just stated. Now, crimes like these, my peeps, should definitely be treated differently. And an example needs to be set. The government need to take the unpopular approach and deal with criminal elements like these in a different way, harsh, different way.
you see, this is what me try to say all the while. This is what me try to say all the while. Sometimes you have people who tend to go at the perpetrator, yes, and the spot is really talking about going at the perpetrator at the crime. But to me, if the government did have certain things in place, you know, earlier that like when I talk about proper uniform where the public trust. Why men always are dress up like police and not like soldier? And the spot should ask himself the question on the spot. Why you don't ask yourself, is it a systematic weakness from the government not making the proper investment in certain part of the police force, buying the whole heap of weapons, buying the whole heap of weapons and other stuff, motor vehicles. Yes, it is necessary, but when you can get the trust of the people, John the public, to know, say, when you see a fraud police in a uniform, you can go to a real police in a the real authentic uniform and report him. That means if you come from around a corner and you see some man in a vehicle and then once you glimpse the uniform, once you glimpse the denim, you know say that and you ever tell me say if me see some man dress up like soldier in a camouflage, them soldier they can't trick me. Police soldiers stop wear camouflage but almost 15 years now. Soldier no wear camouflage again. Soldier do it. Maybe you will see one and two soldier where I do some road work or some work somewhere, somewhere. Some soldier, you have some soldier will go out and do work, like civilian. You may see them, you may see them in a the long time camouflage and the little shirt where them used to wear. But when you see the no soldier them where a patrol the road, them in a uniform that is untouchable by the public.
Now, before we get into that sad story, my peeps, we're going to get into this. So we're going to kick it off over there in the parish of St. Elizabeth, where in yesterday's vlog.
Yeah, man. We have to call it out the way of we're supposed to call it out. Call it out the right way.
Different communities in and around the Linston area. So it has been a troubled era for years.
Yeah, man.
Kids and clappings. Only for people end up lose them 3 pints. No reports reaching on the spot was made up.
Yeah, man.
So it's a lies of fire over. And I saw him go on and show off. Since he get the gun. So, right,
people, sad story. Sad story, my people. But people have to know, sir, when we are dealing with it, we learn for all government to task. All people are task. All people are task. All people are task. We must learn for all people are task, All them are task. Hold them to task, Hold them at task. Hold them responsible for the atrocities where I take place on the everyday people then. Yeah man, the atrocity where I take place on the everyday people them. Everyday people them. Everyday people them. Yeah man. Yeah man. People must learn to hold government now. Yeah man.
Yeah, God. Really, really sad, my peeps. 9 people get caught up in the wee hours of last night in the Commodore district in Linstead, St. Catherine, which is in the St. Catherine North Police Division. Now, that area has been a long-standing, troubled era for years. And for those who have been watching on the Spot News Media over the years, would have seen where I carried several vlogs, not just on Commodore, but on different communities in and around the Linstead area. So it has been a troubled era for years. Whole heap of knockings and clappings. Whole heap of people end up lose them 3 points. Now, reports reaching on the Spot News Media would suggest that sometime after 8 minutes to 9 thereabout, several persons were standing at a premises. The premises is
People, you know, sir, more time we have to know how we reporting. More time, you know, we we have to know
now they were playing
how
games,
how to
board games,
reporting.
domino, all kind of something and music a play, and you don't know them just a whole of one vibe.
When on the spot are reporting, you know, I mostly hearsay. Hearsay. Me not lick him still, cause I feel style that. But we you have some people. Cause watch it now. On the spot, nobody no know on the spot. Cause on the spot will never show him face. Will never show him face. And any broadcasting, neither upon YouTube or upon TV of any sort. Him not gonna do it. But when people like we report them type of atrocity, we have to learn how to balance the thing. We can't just call it out the way or on the spot call it out. We have to learn to bisect, give the police them credit and talk to the youths then. We can't tell a youth say to put on the knockings. We not tell a youth say to continue the knocking, go around and analyze people. We not gonna do it. But instead we are gonna try all government to the task. Yes, we we are gonna make the police them know say una do a good job. Una do a good job. We not gonna tell the police them how to do them job. But when the police them do a good job, we may tell them what we like about the job and what we don't like about the job. We not gonna come on TV and tell the police them say, them man they forget read a long time. We not do it. So our thing on the spot a different thing. And the police them will always be our friend, not our enemy. Because when we talk, we will government to the task. So listen on the spot.
Vibes I enjoy them Sunday evening. Now it is stated that criminal elements numbering about 6 armed with M16 rifles, AK-47s and 9mm pistols, dressed in police fatigue or police vests, something will look like what the police them wear,
You see,
and enter the compound. It is said that the men reportedly shouted.
you see, that is where on the spot though. That is where on the spot though. On the spot tries to take away the main aspect of the whole matter all the while. Listen what on the spot said. On the spot said the men them on the spot wasn't there, you know. Mark you. On the spot wasn't there. And maybe on the spot no really get a vivid description of the man them uniform, but because the type of report we on the spot do is a what we call a one-sided and a bias toward the police. You understand? So so on the spot I gonna make it sound like say the uniform where the police where the bad man them have on, the so-called bad man them look like police uniform. Not look like no in it. I there now. I try say to the government, make the police uniform authentic, just like how the army uniform is authentic. That's when time the public see the uniform, whether them see it, them know say them fi run. Cause seeing that uniform and man say police them can't see it and say, I know police and run. Because them know say police not dressing at them uniform there. But listen to understand.
Police before opening gunfire from their high-powered weapons, hitting all 9 individuals. And as I stated, 5 of the 9 were pronounced you know what at the hospital. Now, I could get into the meat of the matter. The deceased presently on your screen. And sad to say, as you can see on your screen, a 4-year-old girl was among the deceased. So the 4-year-old child has since been identified as Shannon Garden. Should I go to school in the morning, yeah, but sadly that will not be happening.
Rest in peace, Shannon. Rest in peace, John Oster. Rest in peace.
Her desk will be empty and her classmates and teachers, family members and well-wishers will be mourning her tragic loss. So Shannon Garden was a student of the Roseburn Primary and Infant School. She's also from Orange Park address in Claremont. Now the next person who end up lose for them 3 points is a 42-year-old Mario Sullivan, said to be of a Rosemont district address. A 19-year-old identified as Joshane Edwards, otherwise known as Joshi, said to be from a Rosemont address in Linstead. And a 39-year-old vendor, Aisha Washington, said to be of a Rosemont address in Linstead. And a 22-year-old security guard, otherwise known as Famous Amos, said to be from a Commodore district address in Linstead, St. Catherine. So we have pictures of 4 of the 5. Really, really sad, my peeps. When we look on the picture of the little girl laying lifeless on the bed, it come like something just twist in my chest.
People, you say, we now go paint no picture say make the public feel um disgust about the whole incident because don't really come on YouTube to do things like that. We come on YouTube for all people account. We don't know if um you know the people them were carry out the act, them them act for some grievous um behavior or what. But the main thing what we are talking about is the police need a authentic uniform. That is our discussion. Our thing is not really to report crime. We not there for report crime, we there for really hold people to task. And um, Inspector Phillips help us to help us in our way when Inspector Christopher Phillips make we know earlier that the men were dressed in police uniform and even on the spot were more outright in his report than even the reporter from um, CVM because our reporters them nowadays from the stations where people are expect credible reports from. They are not doing the Jamaican public um, just just justly. They always pussyfoot around the matter of the day. The the government must do some more investment in the uniform of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. And that is really my stance that I take. People must have trust in the uniform. Yes, the people of Jamaica must have trust, not really in just the police. The people must have trust in the uniform that the police wear. That's when the perpetrator of crime, I think, to go out there to do their criminal act, them can't mix up the police because now the police have to think about how them are gonna get themselves out of this um shithole. The public not trust the police from long time and now uniform become the matter of the day. That is what we are talking about. Uniform become the matter of the day. So until the government can able to put forward an authentic uniform to the public, issue issue a set of uniform to every police, just like how the army do, and make each member of the JDF responsible for them uniform. That means when you issue the uniform them, you can Anytime people dress up in a no uniform, you can call up on the member them and say, give account of the uniform. Any police can give account of them uniform. Well, them in a trouble. That is how the army do it. The army not just give soldier uniform and give them a next uniform next week again and give them a next set of uniform. No, the army issue a set of uniform to a soldier, and that is seen uniform to a certain time until them get it back from that soldier. And when them a get them uniform from high authority we know say if any hanky panky within the uniform thing, a soldier is held accountable for that. So people, until the next vlog, I'm asking you please to subscribe to the channel. You have some people, them pick and choose who to subscribe and like them video and you know. But look how me stay. You see how me go forward. You see how me there in my green Gansey. So me roll. You see how me in my green Gansey. Politics time done now. Me's a Jamaican. So maybe the next time you see me in my orange Gansey. Yeah. So me do it. Me, 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 me hold people to account. Look at my video then. Some things that me talk about, many vlogger not talk about it. Me talk about PIOJ, me talk about the Governor General long time before some people see the Governor General saying it's waste of time. Me talk about growth on the PIOJ, or people don't look for government for growth, them to look on the PIOJ because the PIOJ is supposed to lead when it come on to growth. We tell people say, don't watch politician, watch the PSOJ. Me tell the people them from a long time, I tell the people them say, don't believe in a civil society to come take care of we in the inner city. We must ask the 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 agency to send the money to the inner city. Don't send it to nobody in a upper St. Andrew because if them send 10 million in a upper St. Andrew to any civil society, when it reaches the inner city, it is less than 1 million. Them don't share it up there so for all of them already. So those are the things when me talk about. So people must subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Yeah man. Like my video them. Like my video them. Cause me not have nothing to hide, Me not have nothing to hide. Enough people would have said, oh me I put out some good video and me I hide my face. Me never hide my face. Look at my face, and you will see. Yeah, but as so life go, me not hide my face. Me not have nothing to hide. Me not send no youth life go to hell. Me not talk about youth for get demised by police or soldier. Me not inform pan no ghetto youth. Me I try to uplift the ghetto life. Make ghetto youth understand that there is more in the ghetto than the whole heap of unnecessary shooting. And we must build a community that police now have no reason for coming there. We can police ourselves. We can police ourselves. We can be our own inspector. We can be our own police in the morning, our own police in the evening, our own police at night. So until the next time, I'll be dropping a next video at about 4 o'clock. Please join me and let's share the conversation. Until next time, ciao.